Dear brothers and sisters, we are entering now week 9 out of 15 weeks of prayer for Israel, for our nation, for the church. We have those 3 segments: 6 weeks of prayer for Israel, 6 weeks of prayer for our leaders, for our nation and their relationship to Israel, and the last 3 weeks is prayer for our church as God's redemptive instrument towards the relationship of Israel and our nation and Israel. Now in week 9 we come to the core of it. Those nations who bless Israel will be blessed, and those nations who curse Israel will be cursed. And that's been true in history. All those 3,500 years, 4,000 years, it's been true. It's still true today. The most important proof for people and the nation in the eyes of the Lord as to being in the fear of God is their willingness and their ability to accept Israel as God's chosen people. The Jewish people to be accepted gratefully as a gift from God, a blessing to mankind, a blessing to civilization. Israel is not perfect. The Bible is very clear about that. But in Romans 11:28 and 29, the Bible tells us that God's choice of Israel is not based on their greatness or on their righteousness. It's based upon God's covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It is based upon God's mercies, God's compassion. His gifts and his callings, as it says in Romans 11:29, he never regretted and he never took back. Jesus himself confirmed that all the promises to the children of Israel still are valid and still are active, and we can read that in Romans 15 verses 8 and 9. There are many ways that a nation and its leaders can bless Israel. They can bless Israel by showing respect. They can bless Israel by showing gratefulness to the achievements of Israel, to society and civilization. They can bless Israel by constructive diplomatic relations. They can bless Israel by fair trade and business relations. They can bless Israel by cultural exchange, student exchange, promotion of tourism, and in many, many very different and very practical ways. They can bless Israel by asking for their advice in matters of development, in matters of security, in matters of business relations, just to name a few examples. They can bless Israel by showing understanding for the dangers and the complexities Israel is facing in the Middle East conflict, and really by trying to make a fair assessment to the conflict. Please pray for our nation. Please pray for your nation to continue and to be increasingly a blessing to the Jewish people and to Israel. This is week number 9. We are now in the second half of the 15-week prayer call, and you're still with us, and I'm very grateful for that. May God bless you, strengthen you, empower you, anoint you for the glory of God. Amen.